space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back, eSIM Studios podcast live stream episode number 223 on this Sunday afternoon. What are we at? October 20th, 2024. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Got a couple of items here that we can discuss here on the Sunday afternoon. Not going to be too long of an episode. Got some other stuff planned. Plus, I got to cover a football game. So while that is being played, I wanted to get an episode in because we do have interesting news, and I do want to get to it. Now, I'm actually streaming on my Chromebook. However, earlier today I did pick up Galaxy Book 4 Edge. It's the Snapdragon X Elite. This is the 14-inch, razor thin. Cool so far. So I've set it up. I was gonna try and stream on it today, honestly, but you know how it is signing into stuff is such a pain in the ass. Google, with all these phones, with Android and everything, getting a new phone, there's excitement, there's joy, there's anticipation getting it. But when you actually get the phone, it's a pain in the ass signing in. Especially when you have, I got a lot of email, like addresses, right? I got personal, I got business, I got all sorts of emails. And actually, pop quiz on the latest Android flagships, because not every phone is the same. I found this out the hard way. How many Gmail accounts can the typical Samsung or Google Pixel hold? Like, where will it max out at on Gmail addresses, on accounts? I believe it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Whoa. Yeah, I got a good password manager. But my point is, and I think Samsung is 12. I think that's what it is. Pixel is 13 and Samsung is 12. Now, I don't sign into all 12 here on the laptops, but I think I have probably 5 or 6 that I absolutely have to have, right? Different YouTube channels and a couple business emails and stuff like that. But anyways, point is, it's gonna take me a minute to sign into here. So I signed into my OG account, the one I always use Windows with. I updated the BIOS, updated Windows, updated Samsung apps, everything in here. So it's ready to go. But then you got to download Chrome, and then I got to jump on StreamYard. And then here's the other thing: it asked you. I have a physical security key. Every time I sign in, it asks me for my physical key. I got to type in passwords, and I got to put in keys, hardware keys, and all sorts of crap. But Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Edge. This is the 14-inch. I'm going to do I didn't record an unboxing because, quite frankly, those are kind of, it's just the device and the charger, right? I mean, who wants to watch that? But I am going to do probably tomorrow a quick overview, right, of this device. It's the 14-inch, not the 16. 14, it's perfect. I think 16 be too big. Very thin, very lightweight. It's razor thin. Now, one thing right off of the bat, we'll get into the news stories here in just a second, but one thing right off the bat that I can already tell that I'm not going to like, but I am prepared, is it's only got 2 USB Type-C ports. Now, these are Thunderbolt Type 4, 4th gen Type-C here, 2 Type-Cs. And then on this side, you got a microphone and headphone jack, and then you have an HDMI jack, which is nice. Plug it in. I got a monitor right here that I'm going to plug it into. But very nice, very nice, very nice, and look forward to making content with it. So no videos on it today, but I intend on recording tomorrow. Oh, here's the check this out. If you get a laptop or a Chromebook or anything, because the Chromebook I'm streaming on only has 2 ports, gotta get this extender. So it's a Type C. You can plug it in right there, and then you got all these Type C's. Now these are USB-C 3.2 Gen 2. So it's the step under USB 4. The USB 4 extenders are mad expensive, like very, very expensive. So I was like, this one wasn't that much. But now you can charge your device as well. So it has PD USB Type-C charging port here just for power. You plug this into your device, so it'll power your device, and it has 4 extra ports for microphone, for headphones, for whatever. Only catch, no video. So I have to have one of these ports designated just for video output, and then the other one, I'll plug this in, charge it, and then I have all my ports for microphone, external storage and stuff like that. So very cool. It is on sale at Best Buy. So it's that same one we were looking at yesterday. So if you're interested, the sale ends today. So they have a huge Samsung sale at Best Buy. They got a lot of stuff off. So they have like on everything, Samsung washers and dryers, Samsung smart vacuum cleaners, the robot ones, Samsung phones, tablets, monitors, laptops. Everything at Best Buy that is Samsung branded is on sale. I got that half off. I think it's $1,400 brand new. I got it for like $700. So really, really, really good deal. So decided to jump on it real quick. Appreciate it, Daniel. How's it going, brother? Use the shortened one or longer one for yes. Yeah, I have, and that's the other thing. I had to create a burner email. Well, I'm not going to get into how I got access to an iCloud account, but my other one is still locked up. I tested that, not on the iPhone. I tested it out on another device, and it's still locked up. So I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to put out how I have iCloud access, but I mean, you can guess, right? Yeah, I got a bunch of YouTube channels, and obviously, as you know, each YouTube channel has to have an independent email address. So anyways, we'll start. I'm gonna do start recording stuff for that. Little quick tips and tricks and pairing Samsung devices and what's the best way to, like I just mentioned, little videos about accessories. Also, I'm planning on recording a video about how maybe the best way and most, or should I say the least expensive way to start a podcast or to start streaming, right? StreamYard is free. They do have a free version, although the paid version is way better, but you can get started for basically nothing. So I'm gonna try to record that this week. I did one last year and it did really, really well as far as the views. I just try to be as informative as possible. I put all my accessories on the table and I put links for everything that you're gonna need. I mean, you could stream from your phone. So I mean, all you got to have is a phone technically, and that's it. But if you want a little better video quality, I got, webcam. If you want a better performing device, you can have this. I'm streaming from a Chromebook. See what I'm saying? So if you wanted to go one step higher than just your phone, we'll do the Chromebook and the setup. And then one step higher from that, we'll do a laptop and a setup. So look forward to that this week. Sorry. This week. And we'll get that going. But speaking of Snapdragon, so I put out a short in regards to this. So the latest test, and I have some correlating news that I think is not a coincidence in regards to these Snapdragon CPUs that I would like to show you. But we got our announcement. So not for the channel, but for tech. Snapdragon, Qualcomm is going to launch their Snapdragon, and I think we have an official name. So Qualcomm tomorrow is going to announce they're going to have their big launch for their Snapdragon 8 Elite. Not 8 Gen 4 like we all thought. They're gonna rebrand, not necessarily rebrand it, but rename it to 8 Elite. But that's gonna be tomorrow. So I don't know what time. In fact, let's find out, because I want to go live right around that time and see what they're talking about. And I'll jump into this news real quick. Qualcomm 8 Elite launch. Time? What should I do? October. Oh, it says the 22nd. What the hell? I heard it was tomorrow on Monday. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna I'll look into that. Don't worry about that. I'll look into that. We'll go live, assuming it's not early morning, but if it's midday, mid-afternoon, we'll go live right after, discuss. But back to the original story. So the latest leak, the latest benchmarks. Now, this should be close to production, because when you see stuff leak like months in advance, those numbers can't. I'm talking about specifically CPUs and specifically benchmark performance and or numbers. When you see those numbers months in advance, a lot of those can be fluffed up, right? Like, they can score an amazing score, but what device is that on? Is it maxed out on all the cores? Like, are they doing it just to get the highest score? Because if they max it out, your device could get super hot, right? So theoretically, it could do that. But when you see production devices start rolling out with said CPU, it's typically a little bit less. But they put those out there for the wow factor. But the latest test, and I believe it's close to production. It should be, because OnePlus, I guarantee you, is cranking out OnePlus 13s at the manufacturing plant. Like, they are making them as we speak. So I know the CPU is production ready. It scored over 3 million points on ANTUTU benchmark test. Now, I know it's not the most popular. I guess it was back in the day. I think Geekbench is more popular now. 3 million. That's almost right around twice as powerful as the Apple Bionic A18 Pro. So the same CPU that powers the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, it blows it out of the water as far as performance. I saw those numbers, and it's hard to believe that we've gotten to this point where it's not just, neck and neck. It's boom, blows it out of the sky. So I'm very excited, very happy to see these scores. Let me look it up real quick for you, and I'll give you a look real quick. Now, that'll get into hang on, let me pull this up. Shame on me. I have it on my here we go. I had it on my I did a YouTube short earlier. So check this out. Have y'all seen these scores? Holy crap. And then we'll roll into the OnePlus 13. Check this out. So the Snapdragon 8 Elite is here on the left. Scored just over 3 million points. Let me move this. And then look at the iPhone 16 Pro Max on the right. 165,000 points. Excuse me, 165. 1.65 million points on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. 1.6 million. and the Realme GT7 Pro, which is going to come with the new Snapdragon 8 Elite, scored 3.02 million points on ANTUTU. So I mean that's a lot of power. Now, those of you that want to get your hands on this CPU on one of these devices, you are in luck, because OnePlus bumped up their launch date, their release date for the upcoming OnePlus 13, and it's going to have this CPU. Now, it's going to have a special edition, which we still don't know the details, like the real specific details. We do know, getting back to the CPU, going to be a lot of your flagship Android devices are going to be using this. Not Pixel, they're making their own, but you'll see Samsung, you'll see Realme, all the Oppo phones, OnePlus, Xiaomi's going to be using this new Snapdragon 8 Elite. If you want to get your hands on one, the OnePlus 13 is literally, I think they're going to announce it in a week, right at the end of October, but before Halloween. So basically within, if it's not this Monday, it's probably next Monday. That'll be your best bet if you want to get your hands on one. And you can believe I am dying to get my hands on one. Realme is going to be carrying this. A lot of devices are, right? Now, since this report came out, very interesting news that just popped up maybe an hour ago. I don't know. Do you remember Samsung with the new upcoming S25? Well, and we'll get to the OnePlus 13 pictures. The Samsung, there was a report that just came out just a little while ago. After this came out, Samsung is going with Snapdragon for its S25 lineup. Do you remember them kind of? There were reports they were going to use the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 in the base model, and then use Snapdragon for the S25 Plus and S25 Ultra. Well, now there's a report saying they're going to use Snapdragon for all three devices. Ironic, right? Right after this news comes out to show how powerful it is. Now, it's 20% more expensive. That's the downside. It is 20% more expensive to manufacture per chip for this 8 Elite than the last generation 8 Gen 3. That's why we thought Samsung would roll with MediaTek for the base model. It's their cheapest model. MediaTek's cheaper to manufacture and produce. So it makes sense. So you don't see the price hike. But I think what they're going to do is roll with the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 in the S25 FE. I believe that's what they're going to do. And keep Snapdragon for all the S25 models. 25, 25 Plus, 25 Ultra. And that's okay with me, right? I still plan on, if they put the Dimensity in the S25 FE, I'm sure I'll get that. Now, this year's S24 FE has the Exynos CPU, which I'm not too big about, but it was a decent performer. But let's get into the OnePlus 13. So we know the CPU, you know, it's going to be spec'd out, right? The OnePlus 12 has a very, very good chance. I've already started brainstorming on this. Has a very, very good chance of being in the top 3, maybe the top spot for all around best phone of the year, right? OnePlus 12, the performance is there. Cameras are on point now. It's a fantastic device. However, it's going to look similar, the 13 now. It's going to have the same round camera on the back. However, it's going to feel different in the hand. I say that because it's going to have a flat display this year. So OnePlus was one of the final flagship Android devices that were hanging on to dear life to the curved screens. Thank God those are over. They were cool a few years when everybody started leaning that way, but I like flat better. Actually, your display cracks easier if it's curved. Plus, you can put a glass protector on a flat display. Now, it's going to have a what they call a micro curved or nano curved display. It'll be flat. It's just where the side of the device meets the top of glass where the display is. Instead of being a sharp 90-degree angle, it's just going to be a nano curve. So just right at the point where the side and the top and the display meet, it'll be slightly curved. So I think it'll reduce the bezel. So when you're holding it, it'll look like there's no bezel, meaning that little black strip around your display. But it'll be a flat display. You should be able to put a glass screen protector on there. Now, we knew it was coming out, but we did not know what colors, right? Well, it appears we know now. So there was a gaming convention in Tokyo, it looks like, of all places. And OnePlus was one of the sponsors. And they had a round, gaming round or something. Because when you're a sponsor, you get to, you're trying to get your name out there. They're trying to advertise this. The contestants competed against each other using OnePlus 13s. And what do you know? Somebody in the crowd took a picture. So I have some uploaded photos here. Let's see. So here is where are we at? Okay, so here's the first one. Let me remove this. Here is the very first color, OnePlus 13 in real life. Ready? So this is a white OnePlus 13. You can tell. You see where it's plugged in at the bottom of the device. You can tell it has a flat display. The sides of the device, that silver part, is basically flat. So it's gonna not necessarily resemble an S24 Plus, right, or iPhone 14 or 15 Pro Max. It looks to be, well, I take that back. It is kind of similar, but remember, it has a nano curved excuse me, let me clarify that. A nano curved display on all four sides. So not just on the left and the right side. It's going to be curved on the top and the bottom as well. Now, remember, it's not a drastic curve. It's nano. Very, very, very slight curvature of the display, but it's going to be cool. I think this is the first phone ever to have a quad nano curved display, but you are going to get it in white there. It looks like there is an alert slider. Now, let's see what other colors we have, right? So you're going to get a white. And that looks like the black one, right? Now, one thing OnePlus is doing that I absolutely love is I hate it when companies have colors, right, for their phones on the back, but they keep the border of the phone, meaning the sides, right? The border that goes all the way around. Technically, we call it the mid-frame in the repair world. But I say border a lot because that's what the average person knows it by. It's the sides of the phone, or the very, very top or very, very bottom where you plug it in, right? A lot of companies will put colored backs on their devices, but keep that border like a chrome or a silver color, like Apple, like with their iPhones, or Samsung did with their Z Flips, right? Minus the black one. It's like it's all one color. I like the sides of the phone. Now, I'm being really picky here, but I like the sides of the phone to match the back of the phone. So I want the back color to match the side colors as well. Is that too much to ask for OnePlus? I guess not, because look, now that black one there has black sides. Let's look at the white one again. This white one has a chrome silver border, right? Now look, and we'll go to the third color in a second, but look at this black one. So they're missing that little camera, I don't even know what to call it. Camera island? No, it's got an island, but camera connector where it connects the side of the phone, and it's just for aesthetics. It served no purpose whatsoever. It was just for looks, but it kind of connected the side of the phone and then wrapped around that little camera module, right? It looks like the major difference between this OnePlus 13 and last year's OnePlus 12 is no more camera island connector, I guess. And then you're going to have a relatively flat display. Let's go to the third and final one. Let's see here if I could find it. There we go. Now, at first, I thought, wait a second. Is that blue? Or is that a white one and she has a case on it? So I have no idea, but it looks like it could go either way. It looks like it could be a white one with a blue case on it. Because typically what they do, look at these other ones. Typically, if you have a white phone, you'll have a white or silver camera island. And if they have a black phone, it'll be a black island, right? So the camera island matches the color of the phone. When you go to this blue one, it's a little different. The camera island is a white or silver color, and the back of the phone is blue. So I'm not sure if they're combining colors, which would kind of be cool. Just not sure, but those are your first pictures of the OnePlus 13 in real life. Daniel says, I just wish the OnePlus 13 would be announced, released worldwide on the same schedule. China usually gets it first few months. So that's correct. So yeah, how they're going to do this, and I guess I should have clarified that. Thank you. So OnePlus is a Chinese company. I know some people have, negative feelings about that. I don't. I've never had any issues with AliExpress or OnePlus. Now I say AliExpress because I think I'm going to get mine on AliExpress. So what OnePlus does, they're owned by parent company Oppo. What they'll do is release the phone to its home base first, right? That's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want. But that's typically how they've done it in the years past. And we expect them to do the same thing moving forward. So if it gets released here, in the next week, it'll be for sale in China and in China only. However, AliExpress, Alibaba is a Chinese company, and they will have them there. Now, one cool thing, what you have to look out for when you buy these Chinese versions, because they'll release them in China for the first, like Daniel said, for a month or two, maybe 3, no more than 3, I don't think. I think they'll get them released before Christmas. At least I hope so. Worldwide. So what they'll do is they'll have different software. So US gets Oxygen OS, and China gets, what is it? What do they call it? Hydrogen OS? Something like that. Oxygen OS is for US. Hydrogen OS, I believe, is for the Asian markets. Now, why are there two? That's because of the laws. So over there in China, certain Google they can and cannot do over there. I believe in China, what is it? They can't release phones over there with a Play Store or something of the sort, right? It has to do with Google and them installing their Play services on these devices over there. I believe they have to be separate, or you have to have an option to, I think you have to install it yourself. I don't know. But what AliExpress does, because I've done it before and they openly advertise this. If you buy, like, say this OnePlus 13 gets released, next week, and it's in China only, right? So what AliExpress will do, they'll have them for sale. Like, you can buy one and they'll ship it to you. But normally, it would ship with the Hydrogen OS, right? Well, what they will do is when you buy it from AliExpress, they will actually open it for you. Open the box, which I was okay with them doing that. And what they'll do is they will install Google Play services for you. They will install the Google Play Store for you. And then they'll put it back in a box, and I believe they saran wrap it again, whatever, and then they ship it to you. I've never had, because I remember the first time when I got it, I was like, did they put some spyware on here? And I did a lot of device inquiries to make sure I wasn't being tracked, although we're all being tracked, but you get the point. And it turned out A-okay, totally fine. Again, I've ordered from them all the time, so never had any issues. But it's always good to check, though, right, for yourself. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I think when this gets released, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. You have them install the Play Store, Google Play services, and then ship it to me. And then you might be able to flash Oxygen OS. There might be a conversion on XDA once it gets launched. I'll have to, meaning you can flash Oxygen OS. It's fairly similar. It's basically the same, I believe, unless they change something up. But from my understanding, because I think that was a couple years ago I did that, from my understanding, it's pretty much the same. One has Google Play services on it, ours, and the other one does not. That's the basic difference. Either way, it looks good in blue. I saw a post on Twitter of a leaked potential ad in white. They held white for China. Yeah, you know the funny thing? And so when I got my green OnePlus 12, literally the day after, I remember I woke up, I saw this, and I was destroyed. Well, I wasn't destroyed, but I was like, oh. Anyways, the day after I bought mine, they released it in white. I was like, God damn it. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, it was China only or Asia only. But they have them on AliExpress. You can buy one right now. Pretty good price. What's going on, Brian? Appreciate you joining us today. Yeah, so that's the OnePlus 13. We'll have to see. I don't know. Whenever they announce it, the launch, we will cover that. So stay tuned to the channel, and we will cover all your OnePlus needs. And I'm also curious. Side note: I'm also curious to see what Nothing does. Not only when are they going to launch the Nothing Phone 3, but what are they going to go with CPU wise, right? I know it's been. When did Carl Pei? When did he put out that social media post where he said we're gonna wait and put it out? That had to have been like 4 or 5 months. I think that was around July, because that's when the Phone 3 was slated to come out. Because the Nothing Phone 2 came out on July of 2023, so July of 2024 would be 1 year. So it was right around there. So yeah, it's been like 6 months already. Is that right? No, not 6 months. Did I say July? Maybe it was March. I don't know. It's been a few months, but I would like to know when we could expect one. We have not seen any leaks whatsoever. So usually you'll start seeing leaks when times get close. And then CPU wise, maybe they go with the 8S Gen 3. We know they don't put the latest and greatest in there. Save a little money, especially now that we know the 8 Elite is going to be 20% more expensive. Nothing's not going to do that. They're trying to save us a little bit of money here. So I expect them to probably put the 8S Gen 3, which is more geared for AI and stuff. So as we know, their phone's going to be AI heavy. Cannot wait to get a hold of that thing either. So, and this stuff is expensive, but it is what it is. Let's see here. What else were we going to do? Let me check this out real quick. There's a number of things that I wanted to talk about. I'm just short on time, but it looks like the 3 p.m. slot won the voting for start time. So I'll probably see where the votes are at this evening and start tomorrow. Start streaming every day at the same exact time, every single day. Now, there may be a day or two where I think I have to take my daughter to the dentist on Wednesday, so probably can't stream on time on Wednesday. But every day I'm going to shoot for the same time. Let's see here. There was... something else here. Can't remember what the hell it was. Where was it? Hang on, guys. Oh, duh. S25 colors. S25 Ultra. So today we're kind of finding out the OnePlus 13 colors and then S25, right? Now we got some dimensions, exact dimensions of the S25. That's kind of boring. It's going to be basically there's no change there, right? They're just a 0.1 or 0.2 millimeters off from the previous generation. That's kind of boring. It's going to be the same. Now, but we did get color. So there is a color leak that I was going to jump into. Let's see here. Oh, and I'm also going to make videos. This is something cool that only was on Samsung phones. Now, maybe it was on other devices. I don't know. But Samsung browser, if you have a Samsung phone, they have an option in the browser. So if you actually go to Samsung's internet browser, open it up, it'll read you a web page. So like if there's an article, you can open it up in the Samsung browser, hit the three-dot menu, and there's an option in that three-dot menu to read the article out loud. So whether you have Bluetooth or you play it through your phone speaker, it'll read you the article, and you don't have to stay on the screen. You can go home, or you can turn your screen off and continue to do chores around the house or do yard work while it reads you the article. Really cool, right? Well, guess what? And now it's available for Chrome, right? So Chrome desktop, Chrome mobile will both do that now. You have to have the latest Chrome. What is it? Is it browser version 3? Hang on before I say the wrong one. Okay, there it is. I knew there's a 3 and a 0 in there. You have to have Chrome, whether it's mobile or desktop, Chrome 130, version 130 or greater, and it'll be in that three-dot menu. So I actually have it here on I updated my Pixel this morning, and it's got that feature. So what we would do is you go to Chrome and you type in these cool little features that nobody talks about. I was going to do a video on this too, but let's look up OnePlus 13 and let's come across an article right here. Now, okay, so I have my article right here, right? Now, what I'm going to do is you go to the three-dot menu up there in the top right, and it says listen to this page. So I guess it's not, I think Samsung, it's read aloud is what it says, and Chrome is listen to this page. So I'll show you what it sounds like.
OnePlus 13 teaser image gives us our first official look at the new phone. Published by TechRadar. Just a glimpse.
And it scrolls down the page too.
Going to launch in
so if you have the screen on, you can follow along, or you can turn the screen off or go home. Watch.
Phone up on the pre-order page, though it doesn't really show us all that much. As spotted by Notebook Check, you can now head to the Oppo website to see it for yourself.
Or you can turn the screen off.
Oppo and OnePlus merged back in 2021.
It's pretty cool, right?
You can also put your name down for one of these handsets.
And it shows you on the display right there.
One of the images on the page offers the subtlest of hints about the look and design of the OnePlus 13.
Pretty freaking cool. So I'm glad to see that come to life for all Android devices. That was one of the specifics. Like Samsung's got like a few little cool things that I absolutely love about them, and I'm glad to see that finally make it to all Android devices. What did you say, Brian? So far 36% of votes for 1 p.m. slot. Yeah, I'm gonna check to see. I knew it was pretty close. The 1 o'clock and the 3 o'clock were close. So we'll see. Well, I'll do this. If I can't make it at 3, or if I can't make it at 1, it'll be 3, or vice versa, right? Because those seem like those were the two most, because I can't do it in the morning. Those seem like the most likely time slots. let's see, S25 colors, and I will get out of here. Okay, since it's not popping up where I saved it. Okay, here we go. So there's an article on GSM Arena. S25 Ultra's colors tip. So you got the black one for the OnePlus 13, you got the white one for the OnePlus 13, and possibly a blue one, right, for the OnePlus 13. And there should be a third color. I take that back. Well, OnePlus did come out with 3 colors, but the third color was, like Daniel was saying, was released like 6 months into the device already being launched. So we'll know here pretty soon. However, Samsung, no early launch for them. They launched early last year, a month early, right? Traditionally, they've released their flagship Galaxy devices in February each year. And last year, or should I say this year, they released them in January, a month earlier. And we all expect them to do the same thing. But we're getting closer, right? It's damn near November. And we do have colors. So you can always expect a black, right, from Samsung. Oh, by the way, check this out. Look how cool this looks. A white one. Flip 6. I thought that was cool. Anyways, sorry. Just got that yesterday. Where are we at? Here we go. Let me share this page. So we know they'll always have a black, right? Let's see, because of the renders, right? And they've always had one traditionally. Let's see. Wait a second. Black, green, and blue. 4 colors. Black, which we know. Green, blue, and titanium. So it does not look like there's going to be a white. And again, this is for the S25 Ultra only. So with Samsung, kind of like Apple, the Ultra models will get a couple different colors, different than the cheaper one. I hate to say cheaper. Technically they are, but the Ultra, S25 Ultra, will have different colors, not totally, but than the S25 or S25 Plus, because the S24 and S24 Plus, that violet, that purple color, was not present on the Ultra. And then the Ultra, like I have the green one, right? The mint green one. Oh, that color was not present on the S25 or S24 or S24 Plus. So these colors that you see here, or that we read here, black, green, blue, and titanium, we don't know. Is it going to be a light green? Is it going to be a dark green? Is it going to be a sky blue, dark blue, ocean blue? Titanium, is it going to be a natural titanium? Probably. We do know black will cover over to the other models, so you will have a black S25, S25 Plus, S25 Ultra. And then I'm sure at some point down the road we will get colors for the 25 and 25 Plus. So if you were wondering, right, this thought crossed my mind the last week. Damn, I was thinking to myself, wonder what colors S25 is going to be. Yeah, I'm a nerd, so normal thoughts in my head. But yeah, so there you have it. Now, I don't see any other. Let's hit up Ice Universe. Let's hit up his Twitter and see. I got to get out of here, but let's see this. So the S25 versus S25 Ultra versus iPhone 16 Pro Max. So the iPhone does have huge camera sensors coming off the back of the phone. It looks like the S25 Ultra is going to have smaller sensors. That's a good thing. I mean, protruding out the back. Now, let's go to Ice Universe, and I want to see, can I log on here? I'm not logged in. I mean, can I view? Let's see here. Any new updates? Follow him on Twitter if you want. He does a lot of Samsung leaks. Let's see if there's any new news. Warning, never set this picture as wallpaper, especially for Samsung mobile users. It will cause your phone to crash. Don't try it. If someone sends you this picture, please ignore it. Well, then why'd you put it up there? I've been testing out. Oh yeah, this week I'm going to put a start recording stuff for the iPhone. The iPhone that Spectrum sent me. I've been using it. Well, I'm not going to say a lot because it's a real struggle to use it for me, honestly. But I've been trying to take pictures. I'm trying to get used to it. It's a struggle. And I'm going to present to you examples. But the iPhone 16 Pro Max it's weird. It has like not on every single image or video, but 1 out of every 3 or 4. It has like a orangish tint or like a pink tint. Or if I take a selfie, it makes me look pink, right? Same thing with the grass. I took a video. Y'all are going to be shocked when y'all see this. I took a video outside last week. And it turns my grass, which is not like tropical green, but it's, kind of green, turns the whole grass orange. Like, what the hell is this? So have I gotten some good photos out of the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Yes, I have. But there's an issue. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just mine. I haven't really looked into it, to be honest with you. But I remember people saying that last year, and the year before that, there's a tint, and I'd never thought of mine having tint on images or videos until last week when I was taking pictures over here. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's really weird, and I don't know if it's settings, but here's the thing: I haven't changed anything in the settings. It is 100% stock. It is stock. Like, I have not changed anything. So that's how it comes out of the box, right? Because I was like, damn, did I change a setting or something? I didn't do anything. Wow, you think he's squeezing his phone a little too hard there? Check this out. That's some serious issue there. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, that was from 2021. What the hell? God damn it. Anyways, any other news that we can get to? Or I should probably get out of here. I gotta watch the rest of the game. So we'll have videos on the iPhone 16 Pro Max this week. I'm gonna show you, the viewer. I need to get signed into this. Well, I guess I am, but I need to set up this new PC so I can start editing videos. And that's the other thing. So we'll have iPhone 16 Pro Max videos, comparisons. I want to show you examples of that tint that I'm seeing. So we'll have videos on that. We're going to have videos on the new X Elite machine here. Tips and tricks, pairing, right? Samsung stuff. And then this week, and then I'm also going to try to do, as I mentioned earlier, maybe different tiers of getting, if you want to record a podcast, or if you want to start streaming, if you just want to record an audio only podcasts and upload that to Apple Podcasts. Show you how to do that, right? And then different tiers. If you want to just start streaming, what's the absolute least amount of money you can spend? I'll show you what you need to do, and then maybe spend a little money but not go overboard. I'll have a tier for that. And then if you want to shell out a little money to get you a good quality show and or podcast, I'll include that as well. So I should have those 3 videos up this week, and then obviously continue live streaming the news. But I need to do more PC reviews, and I need to do more uploaded content, pre-recorded content. So that's what I'm going to try to get done this week. So among other things, right? Let's see. Do we have more than a couple? We don't. All right. Listen, as soon as we get more than a few people in the chat, we'll do an Amazon gift card giveaway. We'll do that as well. But we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned, and if we get a decent crowd in the chat, we'll do a giveaway. So in fact, Wednesday, I was gonna promote it a few days early so everybody can join. Dentist on Wednesday. Let's do that right now. Let's schedule it right now, because I said I was gonna do it today, but I don't see many people here. And of course, just saying it probably doesn't mean anything. I need to actually promote. Let me look at my calendar. Okay, so I gotta take my daughter to the dentist on Wednesday. Let's do. Screw it. We'll just do giveaway Friday. So we'll do a guaranteed giveaway this Friday. But if I get more than a few people at some point throughout the week, I'll do a flash giveaway. Right? So we'll do that as well. So let me get out of here. Thank you very much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna do too. So I'm gonna make Daniel and Brian. I'm gonna make y'all moderators for the channel. Okay. So let me add Brian. Let's put you as a moderator. And then Daniel, let me do you as well, because y'all are here every day. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. All right. Whoops, did that work? Yeah, you're a moderator too, Daniel. Cool. Okay, you got it? Awesome. Cool. All right, thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Y'all have a enjoyable rest of the weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, and hopefully Monday goes nice and smooth. And tomorrow we'll start at 3 p.m. Well, let me look at the votes real quick. But whichever one has the most, we'll start. And I'll put a post out. Again, we'll have guaranteed giveaway this Friday, and then if we get a number of people in the chat throughout the week, we'll do a flash giveaway. Yeah, that sounds good. Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much, and please be safe. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.